Welcome to the Content Playbook, the podcast where we dive into the fascinating world of content creation. In today's episode, we're shining a spotlight on anime content creators with a special focus on those who are dedicated to one of the most iconic franchises in the genre, Dragon Ball. Now, this is one of my favorite animes. This is one of the that's actually got me started in anime is Dragon. And I'm a big fan. I got a lot of Dragon Ball stuff. I have the VHSs still, and all along with the DVDs. So, all right, let's get into it. Now, anime has taken the world by storm, and at the heart of its massive popularity are content creators who dedicate time and passion to sharing insights, reviews, and discussion about their favorite series. Among these are Dragon Ball, and it holds a special place with certain created by Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. This franchise has spanned decades from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and beyond. Its impact on anime culture is undeniable, and many creators have built entire channels around this beloved series. Now, why Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball isn't just an anime. It's a cultural phenomenon. For many content creators, it's the series that introduced them to anime, like myself. Has a rich history, memorable characters, epic battles. Let's talk about when Goku went Super Saiyan versus Frieza. Point taken right there. It also provides endless moments and discussions for discussion and analysis. Whether it's breaking down the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, theorizing about future story arcs, or reminiscing about the classics, Dragon Ball offers a treasure trove of content possibilities. Now, what about the appeal for Dragon Ball? So so a lot of people say is what makes Dragon Ball content so appealing? First of all, nostalgia. For many fans, Dragon Ball was part of their childhood. Watching the content brings back fond memories. I remember when my best friend introduced me to Dragon Ball. He said, I came over his house. He said, "Oh, you got to check out this show." And this before, streaming and everything and stuff being available online, like on YouTube. He invited me over, and just happened to be at the time that Dragon Ball was coming on to TV. It was actually Dragon Ball Z that I started with, because he showed me, I was like, oh, this is great, like the action, and it had just happened to be the Saiyan saga that I started off with, and that was at that time, that was the only thing in North America that was released with the Saiyan saga. Well, it reached up to the Namek saga when Goku arrived on Earth. So it was very interesting, and I watched it up into when they said the next episode, Goku was supposed to start fighting, but it kept going back to the first episode of the series, which was all good because I was able to rewatch it, just keep learning or learn their names, learn everybody who was involved. So watching Dragon Ball now, and watching Dragon Ball content creators is great. I love a lot of them. I'll get into some of them a little bit later. Then next thing makes it so appealing is the complexity and depth. Despite this action-packed interior, Dragon Ball has a deep lore and a complex characters that invite analysis and discussion. There's a lot of content creators who dive deep into the different things about Dragon Ball, as far as the characters, as far as the stories that happen, not only in the anime series, but the manga as well. And it's very deep. There's stuff that I still don't know. It's stuff that I'm learning from different content creators, as far as it coming back to how everything even started. Like I said, I started with Dragon Ball Z, and then I watched also Dragon Ball GT. I've watched some of Dragon Ball Super. I haven't finished everything yet, Dragon Ball, on the other hand, I've only seen a few episodes. I still have to go back and get the original series so I can you know be more informed because I don't know all. I know what happened, but I don't know how. If that makes sense. Another appealing thing is an ongoing series. With new episodes and movies being released, there's always something to talk about. Let's take a look at the latest two actually. The Broly movie and the Super Dragon Ball superhero movie, where especially with that one because they focused on Gohan, which is Goku's son. For those who don't know, I do suggest that you check out Dragon Ball. A lot of people give Dragon Ball some hate because it's Dragon Ball. It's like it popularized a lot of series, a lot of anime watching in America. There's others, but this is the main one that started the cultural phenomenon. So there's a lot of people that saying like Dragon Ball's overrated, Dragon Ball's this, Dragon Ball that, but you sit back and you watch it, you see where some people can see where the appeal comes from because it's a great series. I go back and watch it. I can go back and watch it a million times over and not get bored. I can quote the scenes and everything. I feel it's a great opportunity for a lot of people just to get into anime. I mean, even if it's not really your style, you can go to different animes like um, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. You got other anime has been inspired by that. It's popularized in a lot of different things. Like I haven't watched it, but I just saw this on Instagram on one of the people I follow that do Dragon Ball content. One of the latest episodes of My Adventure with Superman, Supergirl was dressed up like Android 18, which is crazy how much of an influence Akira Toriyama's work has on culture because Dragon Ball is parodied in so much, and people don't realize like they don't understand the reference if they don't watch the show. So I mean, it's appealing. This is also my opinion. So but we'll dive deep into more of that. Actually, we're about to bring on our guest, who's going to have some information and share her story about how it is to be a Dragon Ball content creator. And welcome back to the Content Playbook, where this is we talk about different content creators, and we have a content creator with us right now. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us what kind of content you're creating.
Hi everyone, my name is BlvckBulmaa. I make Dragon Ball content, exclusive Dragon Ball content only, giving updates on the series, what ifs, talking about lore of the Dragon Ball series, and just anything connected to whatever Akira Toriyama created as far as video games or anything like that.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on to the show. I do appreciate it. Well, I love Dragon Ball. It's my favorite anime, so this was interview. It was like, ooh, I can talk about Dragon Ball. So, okay. And it's nice to see a female creator talk about Dragon Ball because I rarely see that.
Yeah.
And so it's very nice that I was like, and when I don't even remember how I found you. It was just I was looking up Dragon Ball stuff, and your videos popped up, and I was like, I like this. This is all of it is very interesting. It's like there's stuff that I didn't know that I saw.
That's good.
All right, so first of all, I want to ask about some of your challenges when you first started doing creation. Right.
So I'll say some of the biggest challenges that I've had, or I guess starting off, was the Dragon Ball community is a male-dominated community. Male-dominated spaces, male-dominated content creators, just male-dominated fans, period. And as someone who grew up watching anime, like as a girl, we kind of had the same experiences, like as the boys, just kind of like being outcasted and things like that. And then when you try to integrate into a space where like all the boys and all the men grew up, they kind of shun you out because they feel like you were one of those girls who kind of picked on men who did boys who did anime. So I mean watched anime, so it was really hard kind of fitting myself into the Dragon Ball community as a woman, feeling like I need to prove my knowledge and prove myself as a fan. But I didn't really stop that from making me make content, because I wasn't really necessarily trying to fit in. I was just trying to make my content, and it just kind of gravitated people to start, liking what I do, and how I create things. And people just started understanding how knowledgeable I was on the series and just my passion and love for it. And honestly, it wasn't really a smooth transition from people kind of questioning me to now loving me. But you know what I mean? It's just it was just a bit iffy at first, because number one, I am a woman, and second, I am a Black woman. So it's just like, it's always like those little tiny things that kind of made people question the validity of what I was even saying, even though, I was telling the truth about certain things. So yeah.
Like I said, like I was like, if I would have met somebody like you growing up, it was like, I'm not gonna shun you away. Like you said, you're a rare commodity, a female who likes anime, and especially Dragon Ball, and you have the knowledge of it. So, it's very rewarding to see that. For me, as being a content creator and an anime lover, and then of course Dragon Ball is one of my first real animes that I did.
Yeah, it wasn't like a lot of people. It wasn't like a lot of fans. I get an overwhelmingly amount of support, more than people who just like feel like I'm not a real fan. But sometimes the bad sometimes kind of gets to you a little bit, and just seeing people like kind of self-doubt my knowledge or just even my love for the series. Like, if I was just a regular fan who didn't make content, like, I feel like even then I shouldn't be questioned on whether I like Dragon Ball or not, or do I know every single thing about Dragon Ball, because I don't. I mean, I've been making content for almost close to 4 years now, and I still don't know everything about Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? So
it's a lot of content. It's still a lot of content.
Exactly.
So what's your most rewarding doing your content?
The most rewarding thing about my content is being able to, number one, be a creative, and just being able to explore what ifs, and just being able to just talk about things that involve the Dragon Ball community. Just being able to interact with my fans, number one. That's always like a number one for me. Interacting with my fans, and just seeing their thoughts on things that I make, and just getting the admiration and love for them, telling me that they've been watching me for so long, or they love my takes on things, they watch all my videos, they support me. So it's just so many rewarding things, a long list of rewarding things. But I think just seeing my followers and fans' reactions to the things that I create on a daily basis is probably the most rewarding of everything that I do.
That is good, because when people support your content, it does make you feel good, and does make you makes you want to create more stuff. So what about do you have any tips for any aspiring content creators who want to do what you do?
Absolutely. So a lot of the times people come to me and say, like, Bulmaa, like, how did you get your page, the way it is, or the followers and engagement? And the number one thing I tell people, it's not the content, it's the consistency, right? Because you'll see people who just can make the same video every single day and it still goes crazy, because it's not about what you're posting, it's how often. And it's also about your love for doing it. So I always tell people, like, if you want to be a creator, understand it has to come from the heart, not from greed, not from desire, not from money. It has to be because you like to do this, so you want to share this with the world. You like to draw, so you want to show everyone your art. You like to sing, so you want to let everyone hear your voice. You don't do it because of the outcome. You do it because you simply enjoy it. So, for anyone that wants to be a content creator, number one, do not let the numbers intimidate you. Don't not post because you didn't get 500,000 likes on something. Post because you love doing what you do, and I promise you, I promise, the reward will come later on. You just have to stay consistent and enjoy what you're doing. It's just really kind of the key to what I do. Like I said, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, because like I said, I follow you on IG, so I see posts you make. I'm still trying to go through the videos for YouTube that I've seen you post. I know you just recently posted one.
yeah, today. Yeah.
Yeah. So and like I said, like there's stuff I didn't know, like different birthdays for people, like posts about Goku Day, Gohan's birthday. It's like okay, I don't know none of this, and I love. So, but you're right. It's consistency because I see stuff pop up today, and like I like the graphics that you do for your posts, especially your anime your anime self. I love. So
yeah,
I need to get with you about who does that for you, or if you do it yourself. I just need to get with you because I want something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You can definitely hit me up. I have someone who does make my BlvckBulmaa OC for me. I also make some myself, but I have someone who exclusively makes BlvckBulmaa original character, BlvckBulmaa original characters for me. So yeah.
All right. Before we go, can you tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much on all social medias: so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. BlvckBulmaa, BlvckBulmaa with 2 A's. You will see the same PFP, my blue curly hair and Bulma shirt with a dragon tattoo. So you won't miss her. And 9 times out of 10, I'll be talking about some Dragon Ball. So it'll be right there. And I have a website as well. I have an official website, which of course is literally just BlvckBulmaa.com. If you put that in the search bar, it will come up. And I post more in-depth details about updates with the Dragon Ball anime, a lot of my what if situations, and just my thoughts on a lot of things that involve the Dragon Ball universe.
Right. Well, I do thank you very much. You make sure you check out all of her social medias. There will be links in the description. Once again, I thank you for coming on.
All right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you to our guest. I'm going to give some additional tips if you're looking to dive into the world of Dragon Ball content creation. Number one, stay updated. Keep up with the latest news and releases to provide timely content. Number two, engage with the community. Join forums, comment sections, and social media groups to understand what the community is interested in. Number three, be unique. Find your unique angle or perspective, whether it's humor, deep analysis, or creative storytelling. Make sure your content stands out. Quality, and then number four, quality over quantity. Focus on producing high quality content, even if it means posting less frequently. Dragon Ball content creators play a crucial role in keeping fandom alive and thriving. Their passion and dedication bring fans together, offering a platform to discuss, debate, and celebrate the iconic series. Whether you're a seasoned fan or new to the world of Dragon Ball, there's always something new to discover through these creators. Thanks for tuning in to the Content Playbook. Thanks once again to our guests for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcast, and leave us a review. Until next time, keep creating and stay inspired.